So I've had a couple video requests for videos in response to India. I'm so excited that you guys are excited about my trip as well. I love, 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 love sign language, and granted I'm not fluent. Like, I know a mix between like Pidgin, PSE, Sign Exact English, and ASL, and it's like a modified Pidgin slang of those three combined that I use when I worked with deaf kids at a treatment facility. So it's not a fluent sign language, but I know enough where I can communicate about daily life, about eating, about hanging out, about pretty much anything you want to communicate about. And there's a few topics I'm like, I teach a class with, I have a deaf boy in one of my classes, and it's on comic books. I don't know comic book terms in sign language. That's one area that I am not good at. But anyways, most things in daily life I can communicate with. But Indian Sign Language is actually really similar to American Sign Language. American Sign Language has something like, I'm probably going to butcher this number, so I'll try to correct it if I do. I think American Sign Language has like 11 to 15% of initialized signs, which are using the the ASL alphabet and English words. Whereas Indian Sign Language, I think, is about 7 to 10, somewhere in there. So there's not a lot of words that you get confused with. Like with Spanish Sign Language, I think it's like 20 to 30% is initialized signs. And so like Spanish Sign Language is so different from American. But the biggest thing with Indian Sign is that there's India and Sign Language is different because it uses words like girl instead of girl and man instead of man. So things like that are different. Like, there are other little differences, but I absolutely loved meeting a deaf friend there and talking with him in sign language. And one of my favorite parts, it's super goofy, but at the Shantiniketan market, we were signing with each other. Like, I'd be voicing English and he'd be voicing Bengali, but like, we were having an obvious conversation. Like, we knew what we were talking about. And like, we'd argue, like, cause he kept wanting to like a barter or bargain or whatever, and I was like, no, I want to do it. It's like we'd be arguing in sign language while trying to. It was just fun. It was just a lot of fun, and like I could understand numbers and stuff, and so like when we were buying things, there was this like really funny dynamic. Like, I'd have to have him ask how much it was, and then like I could understand, and he could lip read Bengali. So it's just like this. I don't know. I think communication is fascinating, and how it works, and how like language works, and how communication works. So I was excited about that question.